What's up, YouTube? Ryan back with another cards going up video this week. The MLB playoffs are among us, and as we expected, cards are booming. And I think the chaos is just getting started in this card market. So we made it through the wild card round now in the MLB playoffs, and it's been a ton of fun. A lot of really good games, some unexpectedly low scoring games as well. Not a ton of offense in some of these series, but nonetheless, you guys, there has definitely been some standout performers, and that's what I'm focusing on in today's video. So this video is going to be mostly players that are currently in the playoffs or were in the playoffs who performed well or had huge moments to where their cards are going up because of it. 5 cards again today. Let's just jump right into it, you guys. Guys, I have an announcement to make. I have now officially partnered with sellthepeak.com. I posted on Twitter earlier this week, and I'm extremely excited. Sell the Peak is a website, guys, where you guys can check eBay comps. For example, if I want to know how much a Mike Trout rookie update PSA 10 is worth, this is going to let us know. It's going to show us all the eBay comps. It's just like other websites like 130point.com, Flipper Tools. But I really like their layout. I'm very excited to be partnered with them. And they also, on top of this, you guys, or if you guys pay $10 a month, or if you use my coupon code RYDOG54 at checkout, it'll be 20% off your first month. You get access to their full database. It has over 3,400 cards in it right now, and it's constantly growing. The thing that I really like about this tool right now, you guys, is that we get to see a graph, and you can compare other cards to that graph as well. So it compares up to 3 cards. For this instance, I'm just using 1 card. If I want to say 2011 Mike Trout Topps Update US 175 PSA 10, go ahead and click that. It's going to show us a graph. And this one's going from July until now. So you can see how it's gone up in price since then pretty much. You could get this card for low 2,000s, and now it's selling for high 2,000s to 3,000 range. So you can see that there. And then also something that a lot of other websites don't have is pop reports, which I think is really awesome because it's pretty much it's pulled directly off PSA with the bottom half right here. But if you hover over, you can see that there's been 5,042 of these cards graded in a PSA 10, 2009, and it just goes all the way down, and is whatever is on PSA, it's on this website. It's really helpful just if you want to know how popular a card is, how rare a card might be, if you think it might be a better investment for you personally based off pop reports, because I know a lot of people do base their investments off of that. But the last thing I'm going to mention, you guys, I was speaking with the owner of Sell the Peak, and all you have to do is tell them what player, what card, and what grade types you want. Say raw, PSA 10, PSA 9. That's usually what I say. And they will be in the database within 48 hours. I've actually had it to where the first day I was doing it, I just said, hey, can you throw this card in there? He had it in there within the hour. So it was really cool. Super nice guy. And I'm extremely excited for this partnership. I will have a link in the description, guys, for my sign up link, and use the coupon RYDOG54 for 20% off. So it'll only be $8 for the first month. If you're interested in this stuff, definitely worth it. I'm excited. We're growing this website, and I'm going to be using this graph for one of the cards today just because I think it works out great. All right, guys, before we jump into the first card, if you guys like my videos, as always, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. We just hit 2,500 subscribers. Absolutely insane. Let's jump into the first card. Ronald Acuna, you guys. 2018 Topps Update at bat with the blue jersey. US 250 PSA 10 format is what we're focusing on. On September 30th, you guys can pick up this card for $158. Roughly 150, 160 range, somewhere between that. Ronald Acuna's had a very good postseason so far. The Braves and the Reds series was super low scoring, but Acuna was the best hitter in the entire series. He hit .364 with 1 RBI. He had 4 hits throughout the series, stole a base. For a series that had virtually no hitting, he hit very well. I think he had 3 or 4 hits in the second game where they clinched to move on to the NLDS. So he was a big part of that series win, and his prices reflect that. On the third, you guys, same card, $180. So roughly about a $20 to $30 increase in price in just a couple days. With the playoff performance Acuna had, I think this is a very fair increase. And honestly, I could see it going up even more if he keeps performing. He had a sort of underwhelming year. I think he had a pretty impressive year in my opinion because he was dealing with injuries and missed a good amount of time and still hit 14 home runs this year. So, but for Ronald Acuna, he was like a top 5 player last year. Wasn't a top 5 this year, so a little underwhelming for him, I'm sure. But with his playoff performances, I could see his cards keep going up and up and up, and that's why I made my list. Cards moving up. Next player on the list, you guys, I love Sixto Sanchez. Sixto Sanchez, 2017 Bowman Chrome Auto, PSA 10 format on the 21st, my birthday. You could pick up this card for $207.51 at auction. Sixto Sanchez, you guys. Apparently, the Marlins can't lose in the postseason. They're 7-0 in postseason series. Sixto is a big contribution to them beating the Cubs. He pitched 5 shutout innings against them this week and looked really good. He's looked good all year, but proving that he can throw in the postseason is even more impressive. And I think if he has another good start, his prices might just really, really go up. The hype is real on this dude. He sits like 100 miles an hour on his fastball. He has like a 92 mile an hour changeup. His slider's crazy. Sixto's so fun to watch. I've said this in past videos, but if you haven't watched this man pitch, you have to go watch him pitch. He's so fun to watch. Absolute electric on the mound. $207 on the 21st. After his start, you guys, on the 2nd, you can pick up this card for $240. It's like a $30 increase. Again, it's not an insane increase, but ratio-wise, that's really good. So, Sixto Sanchez, $240 on the 2nd. Like I said, you guys, this guy's electric. And if somehow the Marlins beat the Braves and he has another good start against them, I could really see his cards going up more. Sixto Sanchez makes the list. The dude is dynamite. Next player on the list, you guys, Manny Machado. I know I've talked a good amount about Manny Machado this year. I've also picked up a good amount of his cards. But 2013 Topps Chrome Manny Machado rookie card. PSA 10 format. On the 26th, you can pick up this card for $98. Manny Machado, you guys, though he has been struggling a little bit in the postseason, he's hitting 143. He hit a game-tying home run in Game 1 of the series. In a game I thought they had no chance of winning. So, Manny Machado hit a home run in a huge situation to tie the game. On the 1st, you could pick up this card for $120. So, virtually, like, $20 to $30 increase yet again. I think that's going to be pretty common just because it's extremely short turnaround for these cards. These are even less than a week. Manny Machado, huge home run. They're moving on to the DS against the Dodgers. So that's going to be a tough one for them. We'll see if they can pull it out. If somehow the Padres get past the Dodgers, you guys, I think Manny Machado and the next person on this list, their cards might go crazy. Though Manny Machado did struggle in their series. Like I said, 143. All it takes is one big at-bat for cards prices to go up, and that's what he did, and that's why he made my list. You know, we've been talking about Fernando Tatis all year, you guys, and he has not disappointed in the postseason. He is by far the most talked about player already in the postseason. He's going off. Fernando Tatis, you guys, hit 2 home runs in Game 1 against the Cardinals. Because of copyright reasons, I'm not going to put his bat flip on this video. But I encourage you, go look up his bat flips that he had because he hit 2 no-doubters against the Cardinals in Game 1 that were beautiful. He also made a diving play that I think StatCast said 97% hit chance, and he caught it. So the dude is being a human highlight reel in the postseason. His first postseason. So far, he's hitting .455 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, you guys, in 3 games. So 1,600 OPS. The dude is the best player in the postseason so far. And, you know, I could have probably put him at the end of this list, but there's another guy that I think deserves it even more. But Fernando Tatis, Topps Chrome, 2019 rookie card, PSA 10 on the 30th. These cards have fallen a lot since the initial giant jump he had earlier in the year. So $157, $160 range on the 30th. Same card, you guys, on the 2nd. So what is that? 2 days, $260 after his postseason performance in Game 1. I don't know what to say. That's like a $100 increase in 2 days because of the human highlight reel he is. So Fernando Tatis, definitely have to watch him in this next series against the Dodgers. If he performs against the Dodgers and their pitching staff, the sky's the limit for this guy. His prices already went up crazy this year, but they might go up crazy again. So Fernando Tatis had to make my list. The dude is electric. Again, I encourage you guys to go look up his bat flips. If you hate him or not, they're freaking cool. Go look at them. All right, you guys, the last player on the list. And as much as I do not like the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw is probably one of my favorite pitchers I've ever watched pitch. And he's probably the best pitcher of this generation, I'd say. Like, especially for kids growing up now. I'm 26 years old. Yes, I got to watch Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling and Roger Clemens when I was very young. But since I've really dove into baseball, Clayton Kershaw has been the best pitcher. Straight up, no one even comes close to him. Since his rookie debut in 2008, Clayton Kershaw is the best pitcher on the face of the earth. Yes, he's had some postseason hiccups, but I could care less about that. Crazy stuff happens in the postseason, you know? Some pitchers are insane in the postseason, some pitchers aren't. I don't think it takes away from Clayton Kershaw being the best pitcher on the planet the last decade. It just doesn't. So we're using the full graph on this, you guys. And so as you guys can see on the graph, steady increases, you guys. But what we're focusing on is right here, these last 4 sales on eBay. On the 29th, you can pick up this card for $525. That's expensive. That's a big card. I didn't even realize his cards were worth that much because, you know, Kershaw, his 3.0 ERA last year was a down year for him. And honestly, I just didn't know his cards had that much value just because being a pitcher, stuff like that. I know he's one of the best, but that price still surprised me. So on the 29th, $525. And the most recent sale of this card, you guys, on the 3rd, so 4 days apart, $618. So another card that went up around $80, almost a $100 increase. Clayton Kershaw absolutely dominated the Brewers, you guys. 8 shutout innings with 13 strikeouts. As much as I enjoy rooting against the Dodgers as a D-backs fan and I want them to lose again, it's fun to root for Clayton Kershaw. He is such a good person and just I want to see him succeed in the postseason so people can shut up. There should be 0 haters of Clayton Kershaw in the world, in my opinion. And his prices are reflecting it after that start. I hope this is his year, that he has no hiccups in the postseason. I hope the Dodgers still lose, but I hope he pitches really well because in my personal opinion, you guys, by the end of Clayton Kershaw's career, if he stays healthy, he might be the greatest lefty to ever pitch. And that's coming for someone who's a D-backs fan and watched Randy Johnson in his prime. Clayton Kershaw does things that he couldn't do, especially when Clayton Kershaw's on. So just talking about the pop report really quick, you guys, there's actually a good amount of these graded. 879 in PSA 10 and 867 in 9s. So honestly, in my opinion, if I had the money, which I do not, I would buy this card. I'd maybe wait till the offseason to see if it drops in prices a little bit, see if it gets back down to this range. Because if you guys look back here, like you could pick up this card in July for $350 range, $320, $300 even right there on the 16th. So see if it drops down maybe a little bit after this postseason. But this guy's he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna go down as one of the best pitchers of all time as long as he's on the field. And based on the pop report, you guys, it shows that these cards are actually tough to grade. I know they're from 2008, so I'm sure there's a ton of them that aren't even worth grading. But from the ones that were, it's basically a 50% split. So the PSA 10 is definitely not an easy grade. So I think this card's a great buy, honestly. He's the last person on my list, you guys. Had to include him. Amazing start in his first start of the postseason. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Again, sellthepeak.com. I think it is one of the best for eBay comps. And like I said, if you guys want access to the database of 3,400 cards plus, $10 a month if you want 20% off your first month. Coupon code RYDOG54. I'll have all the details in the description below. I think this website's going to be big. I think this is going to be very, very popular in the coming months as we grow this database. And like I said, there's a form on the page that if the card you have in your collection is not in this, submit it. It'll be on there within 48 hours. So really excited for this partnership. I hope you guys enjoyed the video this week. As always, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.